Hello everyone, this is Leviathan playing Knack. Actually, this is Leviathan playing Knack about 5 months ago. Now that I can share this with everyone, I thought I might as well do that. So here it is. I'll talk about it, explain things. You could probably figure everything out yourself. You're pretty clever. Actually, I don't know if you're clever. We've never met before. Maybe we should have coffee sometime. Okay, I don't like coffee. I'm just gonna be honest with you for a second. I don't care for it that much, so never mind. I'm not gonna get to know you. Sorry about that. So this is Knack in very hard mode. I played hard mode in my first playthrough, and then decided immediately afterwards to play in very hard mode and get the trophy. I was going for the platinum. I'm sure some of you may also be going for the platinum, so here I am. Now in Knack, what's interesting is, you may be familiar in games where as you increase the difficulty, an enemy's defense will go up, and their attack power will go up. Now in Knack, their health and defense doesn't go up. I mean, their attack power does, drastically so. But what is more interesting is that their speed goes up. Their attack speed goes up. If they shoot something at you, or one enemy throws a sickle at you, maybe you want to call it a scythe, or scythe, whatever you feel like calling it. The Grim Reaper's weapon. I think you can call it that too. It's a harvesting tool. They'll throw that at you, and higher difficulties, it actually flies faster, which is interesting. They also backstep faster. These enemies, when you fight them, most enemies in Knack will attack and then immediately backstep. And they do this faster and faster as you increase the difficulty. Also, platforming sections are more difficult. If you ever walk up to a wall and there are panels sliding in and out of it for you to step on, those kind of ledges, which is a classic thing to have in a platforming game. And by the way, just between you and me, Knack is a platformer. It's an action platformer. I know you might have forgotten that if you played through it. But anyway, in higher difficulties, those panels may actually slide in and out faster, and if they have a certain pattern, the pattern may actually change a little bit in higher difficulties, which is an interesting thing, I suppose. I find it interesting. You probably don't find it interesting. Truthfully, it's not all that interesting, but it's a thing. So there's that. Now, I'm playing this, and you may have seen now that in last stage, the last couple enemies, they didn't have any arms. Now I thought that was the game cutting me a break, because this is just ridiculous so far. I'm tired, it's late, I don't feel like playing that anymore. But I do a thing in games where even if it's too difficult for me, I'll keep playing until I get to a checkpoint, instead of taking a break like I should, which is what I recommend you doing, because what I'm doing is very stressful. I'll just keep going until I get to a checkpoint. That way, I'll get to a checkpoint, I'll take a break. When I come back, I don't feel like I'm not performing a chore, coming back and trying to somehow beat this particular section. But anyway, I would recommend doing that. I'd also recommend playing through this with Diamond Knack. That'd be a wonderful idea. You're gonna play through this game about 6 times anyhow, if you're going for the platinum like I did. So I suggest going through Diamond Knack after playing through a bunch of times on easy. I suggest doing that for very hard mode. Save yourself some stress. Keep your hair the same color. Anyway, the only other time I'd ever been this stressed out about a game was probably when I was playing a particularly realistic game, quote unquote, and there was a particular enemy that had more health and defense than a normal human being should ever have. That kept killing me over and over. Long story short, I started flailing out. I was a little younger, I didn't control myself very well. I started flailing out, and I ended up kneeing myself with my knee, which is the only thing you can knee yourself with, in the nose. Now, I didn't realize I was that flexible, but apparently I am. And it hurt, by the way, so don't try that at home. Now, I'm walking around the room. I've cut a lot of this out, but I ran around the room a bunch of times, and the event is not triggering and I cannot escape. I've died about 48 times, probably more.